So, the Dying Light's PvP got some attention again, and this time, it wasn't holding back. This update was also a long time coming. Now it's finally here to the public, and they are everywhere. Because in the last update, you see humans were buffed when they were already OP enough. And now, you guys remember the last wish? Banned. You guys remember the Deadeye crossbow and bow? Gone. Inmate rifle. You know, the gun with the fast ass shift fire rate and a perfect sights? Fuck out of here. All Easter egg items. I'm gonna miss you. The Your First pipe. The reason this one was banned was because the range on it is longer than a Kopesh. Only in Dying Light can you find a pipe that is longer than a Kopesh, bruh. And shields. Oh man, this is the one. You know, the item that can literally, render like 2, maybe 3 of the Night Hunter's attacks completely useless. You can even cancel animations with it. Yeah, that is finally gone. And people are actually crying about this, saying that it's the only way to counter meta players, when it actually, it isn't. The reasoning for it being quote unquote balanced, when you actually block something with the shield, you know, you can't really do anything until like the block animation is done, but you actually can. Like, if you're fast enough, it's possible. And I would know, because I was a chronic shield user. I'm not gonna hide it. But at least I can admit that shields were broken. Bruh. The nest also really got the spotlight in this update. Their changes is one of the biggest things you'll notice. They now take a lot longer to kill. Everything you use on it does about the same damage besides just a couple of things. Those things being throwing stars or throwing your weapon. But there's a real icing on the cake here. You know, you could throw your elemental throwing stars at it, and with just 2 throws, the nest is already just basically dead. But then you have a long cooldown. Or if you have the Van Crane bundle, you know, the one you pay for like $2. Yeah, if you have that, you can just really melt the nest. Throwing your weapon even without the bundle is still good. I personally think it's better than the throwing stars because it doesn't have a cooldown. It does render you, well, weaponless if the Night Hunter makes it to you in time. So there's that risk. So the game really just became like pay to win. A new bundle came with this big update as well. The Diesel Punk bundle introduces a chainsaw, SMG, and a one-handed weapon. This thing looks like it's, what, 6 inches in length? But it has the same range of a fucking 2-handed ore. I don't know what's up with Techland and their miscalculations of DLC weapons, but yeah. The chainsaw's fucking ass cheeks barely does any damage to the nest nor the hunter. You're better off tickling them to death with a feather. The SMG, I mean, the only thing good about it is that you can craft ammo, but besides that, I don't think it's very viable. Every booster now acts as a Night Hunter booster and beat a zombie, excluding singular effect boosters. So the speed booster makes you the fastest out of all the boosters. Stamina booster gives you 35% health instantly upon drinking, and a lot of other minor stuff. But you also get 10 seconds, count it, 10 seconds longer camouflage time, which may not seem like a big difference to all of you guys, but if you try it, you could really, well, literally see the big difference. I'm also not gonna go over the resistance and night vision booster because they're not interesting. Whoa, the biggest thing everybody's been waiting for. The Survivor Sense Spit rework. Essentially, what it used to do, if you got hit by this spit, you couldn't use your Survivor Sense, making you unable to track the Night Hunter on your minimap. So you would have to go off of sound and sight. It's essentially supposed to be the stealth spit. And let me tell you, the Night Hunter, he is the loudest breather. And every action he does is just really loud. So basically, this spit is useless. Until now, what it does is if you get hit by this spit, you get knocked over. You take less claw damage, and if you get pounced, you can still interrupt it. It's good for countering DFA campers, or if somebody's trying to get away with Horde. You can also set off explosions with this spit. Oh yeah, and if you spit smash, you get the old Survivor Sense effect. You know how in toxic spits, there are these certain spots where if you stand in them, you don't take any damage? That's now been patched, and the radius is also a lot more consistent. Hell. Ugh, man, that fucking DLC is so garbage. But it also got an update. Let's start off with the fire one that you can now use in free mode. It is literally so ass. It doesn't even light up gasoline. It does a better job of killing you than anything else, but that's probably just me because I have 100 HP. But you know, it's to be expected. The shotgun, on the other hand, is actually decently good, not gonna lie. It's a double barrel shotgun that does a little bit of fire damage, and it takes a good quarter away from the Night Hunter's health. The reason a lot of people don't like this update is because it gets rid of a lot of crutches that they relied on. This is more of a skill update, I guess you could call it.